All right, Josh, drop a beat for us.
I don't beat, sorry.
Hey everyone, first double day is done. It's in the books. Gonna try out number 2 today. Gonna do chest during this lunch workout, and then do more of 2 after work. See how it goes.
Let's get it.
Later. Since this workout is already pretty familiar, I just wanted to give a couple tips and tricks on how to do them, what my mental state is, and everything like that. So for our first workout, we're going to do dumbbell press and do it in pyramid form. So what we're going to do is start with 10 reps of a comfortable weight, what you think you could definitely do 3 sets of 10 reps with. Start off with that, and then you're going to increase by 10 pounds. This workout has definitely helped me increase my max bench. So I highly recommend it on days that you want to do more bulk work than, high reps. And the reason why I usually start off with a flat bench and straight chest workouts is because I believe it gives me an overall workout, gets my entire chest warmed up so that later on I can hit the lower and upper chests and be more efficient that way. One of these days I'll try to show you more high rep, low weight, or low impact workouts. But right now I am really more just focused on getting that chest growth and making sure I can puff it out properly. So at this point, I usually start off 80 pounds, jump up to 90, then 100. That's pretty much my max. I have a hard time finishing the 10 reps at 100, and then go down to 95, and then 85 and finish it there. With the 95 and 85, on your way back down in weight, it's totally fine not to be able to complete the 10 reps. Your chest should be pretty gassed out. Also, if you are starting out, feel free not to skip by 10. Feel free to just do increments of 5. So if you start off at, say, 50 pounds each hand, go 50, 55, 60, keep going until you can't finish 10 reps, and then make your way back down, and feel free to not finish those 10 reps, just go till failure. In terms of form, I recommend just bringing your arms down to about a 90-degree angle. I don't recommend going all the way down when doing presses, just because from my experience it has messed up my joints, my elbows, and my shoulders. So I really do recommend just getting it to that 90-degree angle. Again, like I mentioned before in my previous chest workouts or pyramid chest workouts, I definitely recommend you partnering up with these. This is going to really gas you out. You don't want to keep slamming weights. That's not good form. So I highly recommend someone spotting you and making sure you're able to complete these and help you finish reps. Now that we're done with the regular chest presses, we're going to go into lower chest. I like focusing on lower chest just because mine's a little bit weaker than the rest of my chest. So I want to give these an opportunity to bulk up and strengthen more than my upper chest. And the reason why we're doing cable presses is just because there's no decline bench in this gym. So I prefer to do these instead of the overhead pulls. I just find it to be a more efficient workout. And again, you want to set the cables just at about head height when standing upright so that you can get that angle to push downward, similar to how you would if you were on a decline bench. In terms of my stance, I like to keep myself upright so that I know that I'm pushing at the proper angle, and taking kind of a longer stance so that I can prevent myself from using any of my body weight or momentum. It's not necessary if you can prevent yourself from throwing your weight into it like Josh will show you, but it's just helpful for me so that I can make sure just to kind of reinforce and double check. One thing that I do in terms of weight for this is start off at a comfortable weight, possibly go easy, what might be an easy weight, do 10 reps and then increase it after each set so that it does progressively become more difficult, and eventually you'll feel out and make sure that your chest is starting to get sore and you're struggling a little bit. Another thing that I try to do, but I might not show it, is make sure I give a little extra squeeze once I reach the peak and then go slow for the negative. That will definitely help. It'll definitely help with increasing those reps, increasing the weight, and getting that swole on. Now for this upper chest cable cross, I know it looks a little funky, but it definitely works. So just kind of want to keep your arms slightly bent and bring them at an angle, almost as if you're going to cross your hands at your face, but you're going to bring it just up to chest level. And I like to take a similar stance, a long stance, make sure I'm standing straight up so that I can get the proper form and engagement, try and squeeze at the peak and let the negative go slow. I know I don't show that in the videos, but feel free to do as I say, not as I do. In terms of weight, same thing as last time or with the lower chest. Feel free to start at a lower weight and then increase slightly to make sure you're hitting that peak weight. Now with these chest flies, I do them to kind of round out my chest, make sure that I'm getting the outside so they're not a little disproportional. With these, you want to make that half circle. You want to keep those elbows just slightly bent and go out. Concentrate on going out and in a circle instead of forward and back. And really just focus on going slow with these. Don't worry about how fast your reps are going, mostly because this is not going to be a high bulk, high weight workout where you're going to be focusing on just pumping out those reps. This is really about focusing on getting that definition. I like to sit the cables at about shoulder height because you are going to be taking kind of a short stance. Again, I like taking that long stance, getting a slight lean into it, and then taking it from there.
Hey everyone, first double day is done. First double day is done. Gonna try this out a second time. Doing the lunch. Take two.
Seriously.